everyone, I am Sania Farooqui and I am thrilled to kickstart a new season of the Sania Farooqui Show in partnership with Doria Feminist Fund, the first feminist fund in the MENA region. It's an activist-driven fund that supports feminist movement building, knowledge production and collective learning in the Middle East and North Africa. Founded by feminist activist Roya Hassan, its core feminist principles are that of solidarity, collaboration, diversity, and community engagement. The media landscape in Sudan reflects an extremely restrictive environment coupled with the lack of institutional support. The media outlets of the television, radio, print, and recently social media endure restrictive policies and lack freedom of expression, competition, and sufficient market analysis. To discuss this and more, joining us today on the Sania Farooqui Show, we have Roya Hassan, a podcaster and feminist writer from Sudan. Roya works extensively on writing, documenting, and producing feminist knowledge, part of the Feminist School Project by coordinating and facilitating sessions discussing colonialism, capitalism, and feminism in the South. Roya has volunteered with a number of grassroots feminist organizations in Sudan and other feminist platforms in the Middle East and North Africa. She aspires to establish an intersectional platform on women with disabilities and feminist experiences. Roya recently won the Doria Award for her contribution to feminist knowledge dissemination. Thank you so much, Roya, and congratulations. It's truly wonderful to have you join us here on the Sania Farooqui Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here and connecting with women and girls from India, from North Asia, from South Asia. That is so wonderful. Thank you so much. It's a new experience and I'm so excited about it.
Likewise, same here. Even I'm very, very excited to have this conversation and, hear all about press freedom and the work that you do in Sudan. Sudan is fairly a tough region for journalists and especially women. What kind of challenges have you faced and what is the impact of radio when it comes to news dissemination?
Like you said, it's a really, really hard country for us. It's a really hard environment. There is militarism, there is authoritarianism, patriarchy, and even the community is we are getting to know what is feminism, what is the freedom of speech. So for us, getting and producing knowledge, spreading knowledge, sharing knowledge is a valuable tool for us as a feminist, as a change maker. So for that, we try to think of something that is not social media, it's not consuming. Every day people like posting things and forget. We want to talk to people. Also, we want to be close to people in our conversation and everyday conversation. So we thought podcast, it's a really valuable tool that people can share it. In social media, WhatsApp is very, very, high used in Sudan. So we thought that people can share it, and we make it so small conversation in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, discussing every day and, discussing through our lens and our theoretical feminist perspective. So that's when it comes to us. The government, the state is not welcoming that, is not welcoming people discussing political issues, feminist issues. So we did actually had, we didn't get hurt as individual, but I know a lot of people, a lot of photographers who were like beaten, jailed, tortured. So yeah, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I think in our environment.
Yeah. Tell us a little about your podcast. You're a producer, you produce feminist content as well. What kind of stories are you covering? Why do you think they're important to highlight in the current present time, especially with political instability in the region as well? And have you personally been attacked or faced any challenges while you do your job?
So before the podcast, I was, I'm still part of a feminist school. Like I'm facilitating sessions that we discuss capitalism, patriarchy, colonialism, and feminists. So when I was like facilitating and discussing those kind of topics with the young girls who are studying in a university or enjoying the committee resistance, and they are protesting every week. So I thought that there is a really gap between activism. Feminist activism is like everywhere, but we miss that kind of you know theoretical frame, theoretical background. So me and my friend, we discussed. Okay, she lives, she's a Sudanese, but she lives in America. So we try to fill this gap by talking theoretical theories, like bringing down the feminist theories and try to like localize it.
Yeah.
We try to if it fits or not. So that's how we start the podcast. And generally, like because we are not in the ground, we're not like facing the state or the militarism regime face to face. We are documenting, talking, researching. So we are fine. Nothing happened to us until now.
Okay, that's good. Good to know that. But we've often seen women coming out to be one of the most powerful voices, whether it's through protest, voicing against domestic or gender based violence in Sudan, which has become very aggressive, or even political
Yeah.
issues and uprisings and resistance that take place. So, could you tell us a little about the women's movement and how has it changed over the years? And especially now, over the past, since 2018-19, how has it changed and become more powerful?
I think when it comes to the feminist movement or women movement after the revolution, I think I'm so proud, and I want to brag always everywhere. Before the revolution, women tend to discuss the women issues through political parties, and there was like you can say kind of not really radical speech or radical movement. After the revolution, women like have been taking the public spaces, the streets, the institutions, the social media. So like young feminists, young girls and women are like reclaiming the virtual world as well as they taking the real world. So being there physical in the street, protesting, shouting, and also talking, writing in social media, making like there is after the revolution there is some spaces for us to uh, like having small group meets and talk, especially because the sit down was for many months, so that give us a chance to know each other, to talk. So after that, it had been this great opportunity for us to communicate, to networking, to have to more to have more tools for solidarity, is not just writing it or saying it. No, we act upon it. So the discourse of the feminist movement also has changed, radicalized. I mean, women talk about freedom, personal freedom, sexual harassment, right of of our bodies. Even the discourse about political participation is not being a woman in a leader, a leader, an institution or decision-making place. No, we want women who can address our issues without the authority, like taking, spoke on behalf of us.
And Sudan is one of the countries in the world where men can legally stop women from working. This is still, this is still very much present over there. Women still need to take permission from their husbands to participate in labor force of the country. How are women resisting these oppressive laws, patriarchy, and what can be done about it?
It's written, but when you can see it in the street, no one actually care about it. We can move, we can, work. We are so progressive than what is written in the family law. So you can. There is a small percentage who can under stress of that, but the majority of us, no, we can work, we can protest. It's legally there, but actually no one do that anymore.
Okay, but are women's rights at stake in the wake of the Sudan coup? Is religion being used as an excuse, rather misinterpretation or the strict interpretation of Islam being used to curb women's freedom and rights? And do you think we're going to see a feminist uprising in the country?
Yeah, after the coup, I mean, God, like we were like, we felt like everything is going again, this authoritarian voices. Actually, there's some movements who said that we are a lot on the streets, so they want to punish us, shame us, call us name. It's really uprising. But now we fight back after all this protested. These voices are shutting down. These voices like not affecting anymore. But yeah, we try to think, analyze how we can face this authoritarian, militarized state, and it affects us differently. So I'm really really optimistic about the way that we're going to find tools again to fight this regime. But yeah, we are aware of militarizing public spaces. We are aware of how the government or the state want to militarize our bodies, our voices, the way that we love, the way that we are thinking about the future, the way that we are demanding our rights. So yeah, we still we're still fighting. So hope everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, so the more power to you for your fight, and thank you so much for inspiring us and for all the work that you do. And thank you so much for coming on the Sania show. I'm so glad that we were able to have this conversation. And like I said, more power to you, and congratulations on winning the Doria Award for the work that you do.
Thank you so much. Of course, I want to thanks Doria for acknowledging our work in Sudan in the grassroots level. This award actually inspired me to do more working, to focus on the oral history of women, the untold stories for women that are not, mainstream voices or stories, or categorized as political actors. So thank you also for having me here, and thank you.
All right. So more power to you. And on that note, we're going to wrap up. For those of you who've been watching, thank you so much. I hope you will subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Spotify. As mentioned earlier, this show is brought to you in partnership with Doria Feminist Fund, and we will be bringing to you more inspiring and powerful voices from the MENA region. So stay tuned. I'm going to see you soon.